What's going on, everybody? This is Kooky217 coming at you with some more Nintendo Switch 2 news. So, Nintendo has banned a Switch 2 user for playing a game he bought secondhand, and he was only reinstated after providing proof of purchase. This article comes from PCGamer.com, and I'm going to read you the article, some of it, and then come back with the rest of my commentary. In problems that could only happen to console gamers, one Switch 2 owner recently received the hefty swing of Nintendo's ban hammer thanks to some secondhand games. Nintendo are well known for being particularly litigious when it comes to protecting their IP, and it turns out inserting pirated carts is enough to set off the DRM protections on the brand new consoles. The proud owner of a brand new Switch 2, known as Demanthe over Reddit via Tom's Hardware, found themselves banned after trying out some games they'd bought off Facebook Marketplace. The games were used Switch 1 games, and Demanthe thought all was well and good after inserting each cart and performing updates, ready for a full day of gaming ahead. This wasn't meant to be, as loading up their Switch 2 the next day greeted them with a restriction message from Nintendo. It stated they had been banned from online services, which even included downloading games they already owned legitimately through the store. The good news is, Nintendo support was really easy to get a hold of, and they raised the restrictions after Demanthe provided proof of their unwittingly pirated purchases. Still, it serves as a fair warning to everyone else with the new console. If you've bought used Switch 1 games, you'll want to exercise caution before introducing them to your Switch 2. While Demanthe got pretty unlucky getting a hold of Nintendo support and getting the problem fixed, it may not be so easy for the next person, especially if you've had the games for a while and can't prove where you got them. What is more worrying is Nintendo's quick decision to enforce the ban in the first place. Nintendo has recently changed its online user agreement to give it the right to make services permanently unusable if it determines you're in violation of the agreement, which includes things like modding the hardware and using pirated carts, though no word on how much it takes to trigger the ban. It raises the question about how easy it is to get caught. Was this account only tripped because several games were added all at once? Or is this going to be an easy folly for anyone to fall into? Furthermore, Nintendo just stripping access to purchase games also seems like a huge problem. Given this is Nintendo's fastest selling console yet, I'd wager more than a few unwitting victims are going to wind up locked out of their fancy new Switch 2. Of course, these are problems for console gamers. Those of us with PCs don't really have to worry about such things. Still, if I'd paid $450 for a new piece of hardware, I'd at least want to feel like I owned the thing, even if it's clear Nintendo don't agree. Now, I said I was only going to read some of the article, but after seeing how short it was, I decided to read the whole thing. Now, if you're a gamer like myself, then you know that buying used games is a major part of the gaming industry. People buy used games because it's affordable and low costing. For Nintendo to ban people who are buying used games secondhand, that's only going to further drive away their fan base. Nintendo already has a bad rep with how staunchly they defend their IPs. You cannot make a fan game without them coming after you, and they've gone after people many times who've created fan games of their IPs. They've even gone after people who gave them free marketing. But in regards to the used game situation for the Nintendo Switch 2, it begs the question, what happens if you have a Nintendo Switch 2 and you buy a used Nintendo Switch 2 game, will they ban you? Will they brick your console? To me, that's a scary situation to think about, especially if it's super hard to get a hold of Nintendo. With problems such as this, I don't think I'm going to be buying a Nintendo Switch 2 anytime soon, especially since they've already stated that I don't own the thing after I buy it. No, I think I'll just go ahead and stick with my Nintendo Switch Lite. It still has a good library of games, and I can see myself getting more life out of it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and/or support me on my Patreon if you enjoyed the content. And I'll see you in the next one. This is Kooky217 signing out. Take care.